and then mom and dad started buying fans and stuff for everybody, which was cool. But yeah, it would be like torture in the summertime. We would try to sleep on the floor just to try to
get that cool air.
Because hot will go up.
Yeah. Now, because in our room, the reverse in the wintertime was like an ice pop, right?
Yeah, it was like,
Then it was too hot in my room in the wintertime. And nose would bleed all the time.
Yeah. Well, speaking of feeling like you were incarcerated, this is a fun story, don't get me wrong. I remember just one time, I'll never forget, Mom, like I said, Mom always cooked, no matter what. In the summertime, she had this slamming. It was fried fish, potatoes, tossed salad, cornbread. She had it all going on. And, Rocky and Ivan, their usual selves, boom, boom, boom. That's all you heard over the top of your head. And Mom kept telling them to stop making all that noise, but they didn't stop. And Mom yelling at them, and they just kept right on going. So when Dad got home, Mom told him. Said, okay, you ain't going to get no dinner tonight. So Mom and Dad, Titi and I sat down with our big spread with the fish and the salad and the fried potatoes, sitting there eating. And we had, it was good too. We was tearing it up. And Rocky and I, they ain't getting nothing to eat because they cut up so bad. Dad said, okay, they get nothing. So when Dad asked them finally, y'all hungry? I'm going to make y'all eat some bread and water.
Y'all, I knew you was going to say that. I remember that.
That's what they had, y'all. So you want to talk about incarceration. That really had, I guess, put a thought in their mind that we never want to go to jail or go to prison because they had bread and water.
Yeah,
but then Dad asked them, okay, y'all get enough? Y'all want some more? They had the nerve to say, yeah, they wanted seconds because that's how hungry they were. So that's just a little sidebar that I wanted to share with you. But, that was just some of the fun times that we had at 107.
And me and Rocky, we were good for running our mouths. And I know Rocky got a couple of chest punches from Dad. I don't know if Ivan ever did, but I know Rocky did. And I know that one time, I don't know if I tried to raise my hand to Mom or I got smart. Her hand came down like a cinder block, like the hammer. And I was stunned. I was like, I better not say nothing else no more. But yeah, she was heavy-handed, and Dad, ruled with that fist, and got Rocky in the chest a couple of times because we was always the ones that would run our mouth. But like I said, at the end of the day, we learned from our parents, and we take away what we out of our childhood experience, what we think will work for our kids, because I was pretty strict on my kids too. But at the end of the day, I have 3 successful children, and I'm happy about that. So I learned something from my parents, a lot from my parents in terms of raising children. So what happened to us back then needs to happen to some of these kids today, honestly, because they just running all over top of the parents doing whatever they want, and some of the parents are scared of the children. So, we got to get it back to the old days, because right now what we're doing is not working.
Right.
Right. And what works for maybe one group of people, if you understand what I'm saying, might not work for the other group of people.
Right.
We need to be hands-on.
We are hands-on.
And I mean that literally, hands-on.
And I know
behind.
I knew I was hands-on.
Yeah.
I knew I was hands-on because all I had to do was give a look after a while, and it was like, okay, you better straighten up.
Yeah. And we a little different. And I think what happened, we got caught up in that Brady Bunch thing, but you never saw them get a whooping. You know what I mean?
I ain't
talking about us. I'm not talking about us. I mean as a people, with that time out and all that other stuff.
What's that?
That stuff, it just don't work for everybody. It doesn't work for everybody. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't work for everybody. But speaking of Rocky getting punched in the chest, I remember one time Rocky was giving Dad a whole bunch of lip before we went to school. And Rocky stood at the top of the steps with his books in his hand. And Dad, was trying to be patient, and Rocky just kept running his mouth. Next thing you know, Dad took his fist and then planted it in Rocky's chest. Rocky fell down the steps and all the way out the front door. Books all over the place. And Rocky trying to scoop his books up. Dad saying, "You better not miss that damn bus either." Hey, it was so funny. I mean, oh man, it was so funny. And everybody saw it too. That's what made it so funny. Everybody saw it.
I don't remember that.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Oh, y'all was at another school then. Y'all was at Will Penn. We was still in Newcastle Middle. Yeah, he punched right. Rocky tell you about it. Punched him so hard he flew right out the front door. Down the steps out the front door. Books everywhere. Papers flying all over the place. He said, "You better not miss that bus either. You gonna walk to school."
What's funny though? You want to talk about somebody that don't take no stuff off those kids? That's Rocky. He don't have. He rule with iron fist. He ain't got time. You keep messing up, he'll let you know. You know what? And he stays on his kids, but his kids are doing pretty good too. Every now and again he gotta flex his parental on them and let them know, hey, this is what's up. But you know, at the end of the day, we all really have good children, and it is thanks, you know, to how our parents raised us.
They planted the seed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And even our neighbor, they not only did they plant the seed. I'm talking about Mr. Earl. Didn't plant this. They planted the seed in their children, but also he made me scared because he's like, you know what, I hurt you. And I hurt you bad.
Yeah, he used to always say that. He used to always say that.
Yeah, and you're like, ooh. Even though we ain't do nothing, but he was saying. He was saying.
Well, y'all knew our we couldn't go past that threshold of what 7-Eleven. That was as far as we probably could go.
Yeah.
You know, and that's because our parents sent us to the store a lot or whatever. We walked to the store. I remember one time, Mr. Earl, I don't know what happened, but I ended up running from him, and he said, "Boy, you better come back here. I told you don't run from me." So I started running from him, and he was gonna get me. And I ran, and the only thing he did was walk. And I ended up running as far as 7-Eleven. And I knew, he said, "Now look, I got you now. You know you can't go past 7-Eleven. So what nothing I could do but give up." He grabbed me by the arm, and he walked me all the way home and talked to me, walked and had a belt and was whipping me every few steps all the way back home. I never forget, it was a county police that slowed down and said, "Hey, everything all right here?" He looked at me. I said, "Yeah, everything's all right, sir." And he get me all the way home. Like I said, I didn't think he was going to chase me that far. But he said, "I'm not going to run after you." He said, "I'm just going to stalk you." And that's what he did. He just walked. And I kept running, and I looked back, and he still coming. I'm like, damn, I'm going to run a little further. Thinking he going to stop. And he finally caught me down 7-Eleven. I knew I couldn't go no further. You know, he never said nothing. Never told mom, never told dad, never said nothing. But he got me.
That's funny.
He got me.
Yeah.
Mr. Butch was the same way.
Yeah.
Mr. Butch would say whatever he said and did whatever he did. And the thing was this: what was you gonna go and tell your parents? Because the first thing where we come from, first thing your parents gonna say, "Well, what you did?"
Right.
They're not gonna go and try to defend your child. They're gonna say, "Well, what you did?" So you know, you just don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Everything cool.
Yeah, you would have got too big.
That's right.
Yeah.
I mean, Mr. Butch would give it to us. Oh my goodness, I'm talking about just verbally. He would give it to us, especially when that baseball diamond. I mean, or had you in tears.
That's funny. But yeah, I mean, like I said, we always had more than one set of parents growing up. And like I said, if more kids had that, we would be better off today. You know, in terms of the things that kids are doing and all this other stuff that's happening in the world today. But you know what? It's almost that time because, believe it or not, it's Sunday, and Ivan, you and I got some work to do.
Yeah, we do.
So we're going to have a part 2 to this.
Okay.
You know,
that'll work.
We'll come back and we'll do another piece of this. And hopefully, I would love it if, Rocky makes it up here and we can sit him down because, Lord have mercy, I'll probably be on the floor crying and laughing.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to conclude this portion of our podcast. But at the same time, we are going to have a part 2 to this. And we're also, at some point in time, going to get my dad down here who gave his 1 cent and ran off somewhere because he talking about he wasn't ready today, bull crap. So we'll get him again and we'll talk to him about his experience with the Delaware State Police and also, focus or reflect on maybe some of his experiences as a father with 4 young children. We got my mom's side, and I don't know that my mom is done. She may have some more that she wants to add, but in the meantime and in between time, y'all, we got to go because District 720 has a podcast coming up. So we're going to get over there and we're going to do that. So thanks for joining us, and we will talk to you all later. Y'all have a blessed day.
It's a love thing, baby.
Tune in to Late Nights, Early Mornings with Lady T and her main man, H-Way, on Wednesday nights at 10 o'clock p.m. following Soul Opera Radio with Sweet Friend Sean.